in round 2. That is play, shelf, trade.
Nice.
So if you were around for our last segment, we talked about 12 Rivers, which is a game about marbles. So let's keep the theme alive, and we are going to play shelf trade two iconic marble games and one marble game you may not have heard of, but maybe you should take a look at it. All right, the 3 games we are talking about is the classic Potion Explosion. It is a game that said it was going to be Candy Crush the game, and you know what? It kind of lives up to the hype as much as any analog game can be a digital game. This one lived up to it. You're pulling out marbles, they're clapping together, and when they clack together, you get to take those as well, and it's fun combo-rific times. Then you have Gizmos, which is an engine building game where you're pulling the marbles in the same fashion, but you only have one track. But those marbles are going to allow you to generate your machines so that you can get combos running and have good, enjoyable, fulfilling engines. Then we have Whirly Derby. This game came across my feed and I bought it immediately because my son loves marble races. Also, if you want to help out a 10-year-old boy feel really cool, go ahead and subscribe to OCD Marble Races. He generates these marble races on there you go, John. Thank you. He generates these marble races and stick figure races using Algodoo. It's a really cool thing. Go check it out. He'd actually really appreciated it. I mean, remember, he's 10, so they're really short. They're like 2 minutes too, so won't hurt you. Anyways, Whirly Derby. You dump marbles into a little bowl and they race around. And you go blue, go. No, orange. I want orange to win. And depending on who wins, you get trophies, and it's set collection. So let's look at our play shelf trade for those 3 games. I will start with this. All right, guys. So right off the bat, I'm going to tell you that I'm trading Potion Explosion. And that reason that at one point, this was a really fun game and I had a lot of good time with it in my collection, but I bought it for my sister who actually enjoyed Candy Crush. And that was about the time this came out. She loved Candy Crush. She loved board games. So I was like, let me get this game and she's going to love it. She was lost on it. She didn't understand. I mean, she kind of understood, but she did not think it felt like Candy Crush at all. So after we were done playing, I immediately got rid of it because I was like, you know what? If I'm not playing this with my sister, who is a gamer, but only like because of only the games I show her, I was like, we're never playing this one again. So it's out of there. Now my play is going to be Gizmos, because Gizmos is an engine building game that I've never actually played, but I am excited to play it because it is the type of game that I enjoy. But like Potion Explosion, 12 Rivers, and Gizmos, the gimmick seems to get in the way for me, and that is the reason that I have not wanted to play it. It's hard to play these games that seem gimmicky. And then the last game is going to be my shelf, and that is Whirly Derby, because as I said, my son loves marble races, and this game is really cool because you get to decide, like, you have 6 marbles and you get to decide each race how many you're going to put in there based on the trophies that are actually up there to present. So whoever gets them, like whoever comes in first will get their first pick of trophies. So you get to decide how many marbles you want in each race, and then you refresh your marble pools at a couple times, and then at some point a big old marble shows up, and if you get in last, you actually get benefits, or if you get that marble, and then if it traps people, you get benefits. So there's more going on in there. So if you have kids, I actually recommend it. So that one is going to be on my shelf, Whirly Derby. So that is my play shelf trade.
All right. I think it was actually your trade play shelf.
Oh, yeah. Well, yes. We're loosey-goosey like that. It's fine. And I think I said all of that without taking a breath. So I'm
you were going a mile a minute there.
Why don't you go visit your nearest oxygen bar?
Okay, yeah, I'll be right back. Go ahead, John.
All right. Well, man, this one's pretty tough because 2 of these games I would like to trade. So one of them I have traded, and that's Potion Explosion. I think that's actually going to be my play. We'll do it in order here, because I think I would like to play it again. I think my wife would like to play it again. We haven't had it for a while, and now they come out with this really cool plastic frame for it. I think doesn't bend and wobble like the cardboard one would after a few plays. So I think I might like that. It was an enjoyable enough game. I will give that another play. It just wore out its welcome with me. But then my shelf is going to have to be Whirly Derby. That's really my play because I'd love to play it. But
Oh,
I think I want
nice.
that one on my shelf. I think I'm going to like it enough to have it on my shelf and bring it out. It looks like a fun party game with people of all ages. You can play with kids, you can play with adults. People come over, let's play Whirly Derby for the last game or whatever and have fun with it. I think that looks like a blast. I don't see how it cannot be fun. And so then my trade is going to be Gizmos, because I don't understand why there's marbles in this game. You have to have this little thing to keep the marbles from rolling off the table, because you're not doing anything with them other than collecting them to do things with. Like, you could a card. Why aren't they cards? You could have a deck of cards. You don't need marbles. You could have a row of cards and then a stack of cards, just like you do in other games. I know they want to be different, but in this case, the difference, I would not say viva la différence in this game. I would say you should have stayed viva la same, because cards would have worked a lot better in Gizmos, in my opinion. Or use little gears. It's Gizmos. Have little gear cards or something. You don't need marbles. They're just going to go all over the place, and you have to have this thing to hold them. And I don't know. It just seems like it's a gimmick for gimmick's sake. Kind of like the Wheel and Zolkin, but we won't go there. But that's my
okay.
shelf, right?
Whoa! You can't get that kind of slam in there like that. How dare you, sir?
The wheel and Zolkin's necessary. If you didn't have the wheel, you'd be pushing all of that manually, and it just would not work. Thank you very
And have
much.
you seen it painted? It blows
Yeah.
your mind.
It's there to be painted, baby. That's why it's
back
there.
to the play shelf trade, John. I am happy that you said shelf Whirly Derby, because when you said you have two trades, I was like, come on, you got to give Whirly Derby a fair shot. So I'm glad you gave it a fair shot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I will say something about Whirly Derby, because I know it's the least known out of these. One of the other ones is there's like 3 trophies. The first trophy you get is 0, the second trophy you get is 0, and then the third one you get is 50. So even that, which is like enough to win the game. So like even that gives you like this moment where you're like, oh, I really got to win this. I'm putting all my marbles in. So there's some good decisions in there. I'm going to defend Whirly Derby this entire episode. So Kelly,
bring it on.
Which one are you trading?
All right. Get your defenses up, sir.
Shields up.
No. Actually, I have quite a bit to say in this area. The Whirly Derby, I admit, never heard of. It wasn't on my Facebook feed, probably because I chased. But anyways, I still will put it as my play, because I want to see what the fuss is about. You guys are all excited about it, so I'll at least try it once. But I will say, a game just off the bat that it reminded me of, but it is different, is one that I played on our first Friday game night, which is called Beat the 8 Ball.
Okay.
And I probably enjoy that better just from the sound of things, just because I like the idea of you throw the 8 ball. It has like these long little, what would you call it? Like a little track, and you're each holding on to your particular color ball, and you're trying to play chicken of letting your ball go the last I can't speak. Lastest you can go, and not have the 8 ball cut you off. And I know I did a terrible explanation, but try it, because I swear you'll play it 10 times in a row. It's so much fun. So maybe
I've actually wanted to play that. It does sound fun.
Oh yeah, it is so much fun. I literally have always, anytime they pull it out, they'll want to play it once and leave, because it's like 2 in the morning. I'm like, wait, one more. So
one question about it: if you play really bad, do you come in lastest?
Lastest.
The lastest of the lastest.
Y'all knew what I meant. It's fine. So anyways, I'll give the Whirlsy a whirls. And I'm going to go to my next one, which is Potion Explosion. I'm going to actually shelf it, because it is on my shelf. And I actually had not played it in a long time, but I've recently been really getting obsessed with Board Game Arena again. And so I've been playing that and a few other games on there. And I kind of still really enjoy it. It's a quick play. It's a fun little, kind of like Annie was saying, it has all these little abilities. And granted, you don't have a lot in one game, or at least I've only played the base. But I still enjoy it. It's still fun making the combos and trying to race and, use the most efficient potions in a row. So I'll definitely keep that on my shelf. Gizmos, oh my gosh. I was over this game before it came out practically. Like, they played it at our game night back in the day. I hated it. The box was terrible that it came in. The marbles would fly everywhere. I hated the artwork. It was so much iconography that just wasn't... It was too much. It was too much for what was supposed to be a simple little party game. There's so many games that have replaced that Gizmo for me, which is like Space Base, Valeria Kingdoms. I mean, those are so much better. I think it isn't even Bad Company. Well, Bad Company didn't have marbles though. But anyways, I'm probably, but yeah, it's just that same idea. But I hated that game. I never would have it to trade. It would just be, I put it in the fire. That's how much I hate that game.
Wow.
Okay.
You know, it's
So-
funny, John and Kelly, you both said you wouldn't trade Gizmos. That's my play because, like, I know our friend Brady Jesse, he really likes Gizmos, and I've heard great things about it. And when Potion Explosion came out, people were like, Gizmos is a Potion Explosion killer. So your guys' take on it seems to be very interesting. And yeah.
I was kind of curious if you're playing Potion Explosion on Board Game Arena, couldn't you just play Candy Crush? Wasn't that the whole point?
I play both. So what?
Oh, okay.
What you
Never
gonna
mind.
do? What you
Well,
gonna
you're
do?
good. You're good. You're good.
I don't think Potion Explosion has the microtransactions.
Oh, there you go. Exactly.
That's the next expansion. Microtransactions.
Maybe we can build
Ooh.
microtransactions into board games.
Oh yeah, that's what everybody wants. You
into
work on
Board
that,
Game
Andy.
YouTube channels. That's what we
Fascinating.
need to put it into.
Maybe it could be a game about making microtransactions in an app.
Now we're talking.
There we go.
Kind of Inception kind of thing going, right?
Speaking
right, so,
of Inception, come on,
yeah.
Marble Man, who has lost his
By the way,
marbles.
if you haven't just joined, if you're just joining us now, I was going with the theme of I've lost my marbles because we're talking about marble games today. Not Marvel, Daniel, not Marvel, marbles.
sure
Yeah,
sounds
no
like
one
he's
will
saying
lose their
that.
marbles. I really hope that people aren't distracted and having seizures right now, Andy.
I hope not either.
Your dog is.
So let me go. I'm gonna go in order. I think Kelly went in order too, so I'll give her props. I know Daniel didn't. I don't think John did. Play shelf
I did.
trade.
Look at us, Andy. Look at us now.
Yeah, we're good people. Play is Gizmos. I want to play this because I've had so many people tell me it's darn fun. And looking at the description, it looks like, and maybe I'm wrong here, but do you play all simultaneously?
I don't think
it's
so.
turn-based.
Okay, because I thought maybe it was a little like Galaxy Trucker with marbles, maybe, but maybe I'm totally off there. Anyway, I'll give it a try. I'd like to play it, so I have to play it to see it. Shelf is going to be Potion Explosion, only because my wife likes it so much. I honestly don't think the game is that great. It uses a Candy Crush type mechanic, which can be interesting, but it just feels like a simple contract fulfillment game that has poor replayability. But as they say, happy wife, happy life, so it stays on the shelf. My trade is going to be Whirly Derby, which I did not know anything about this game, but I looked into it and I thought this is ridiculous. This game, to be fair, it's not even out yet, is it?
It's out. I own it. I'm right to your house, dude.
Wow. Anyway, I haven't played it, and I may be making a rash judgment, but it looks like total randomness in the form of a race with little strategy. If I want to play a racing game that kind of has that party game feel, and actually you can bet on and has some strategy,
Stop.
I'm going straight to Camelot, baby. Camelot and beats it in a heartbeat.
Whatever.
So
All
there
right,
you have it.
that's
There's
fair.
my play shelf trade.
I love that you're like, I looked into this game. I literally brought it to his house. Guys, this is the other thing about Whirly Derby is that it takes 10 minutes to play. Like you're just dumping marbles into a circular thing. So you have to keep that in mind. And I was like, Andy, 10 minutes? And he's like, nah, we're playing Terra. And I was like, okay, that's fine.
Amen.
All
Come
right,
on,
so
we only
guys-
play Andy's games at Andy's house. Come on.
That's
I know.
Right.
No. So actually, you guys, as I was describing this and I said that we're talking about the classic, immediately in my head, I thought Hungry Hungry Hippos. That's the
Ooh.
classic marble game.
Yeah.
And
Crossfire.
Crossfire.
Crossfire's a
and
good
Kerplunk.
one.
That's
You know
what
what
we
else is
should
a
have
good
done
one?
with this.
You know what the best one is?
What? Kerplunk.
Marbles.
Marbles.
Just marbles.
The OG.
That's fair. All right, guys. So tell us what your play shelf trade is. What do you think of Potion Explosion, Gizmos, and have you played Whirly Derby? Did we convince you to give it a try? And also, hey, for funsies, let's play shelf trade in the comments. Hungry Hungry Hippos, Kerplunk, and marbles. Let's just do it. See how
Have
many we
happy
get.
days.
I like it.
All right, and then leave comments, subscribe, and do all those fun things.